Hello, Fresh Kids. This is Fresh Teacher. Thank you for joining us for another Scratch lesson.
Today, we're going to build another fun game. This one is called the Bird and Butterfly game. In this game, the player controls a bird using the arrow keys and tries to catch a butterfly. But what's special about this lesson is that we'll be learning how to change how our sprite looks using something called the looks blocks. Let's begin by working on the bird sprite first. Start by opening Scratch and creating a new project. When the workspace opens, click on the Sprite library and search for a bird. Choose one you like and click on it to add it to your stage. Now, before we go any further, here's something important I'd like to show you. When you're inside the Sprite library and you hover your mouse over some of the sprites, you might see them moving, like the ballerina who appears to be dancing. But they're not really moving. What you're seeing are different costumes flashing quickly to look like animation. Try hovering over a few. If nothing changes, it has only one costume. If it changes once or twice, it's likely has two or three. But if it keeps changing a lot, like the ballerina, it's hard to tell just by looking. No worries. Let me show you how to check properly. Click on your bird sprite, then look at the top of the screen. You'll see 3 tabs: Code, Costumes, and Sounds. Click on the Costumes tab. Now, you'll see all the different costumes your sprite has listed on the left side. These are like outfits or different poses for your sprite. Click through them one by one to preview how they look. In the middle, there's a big editing canvas where you can draw on your sprite, change its colors, flip it, stretch it, or even add text. Now let's do something smart. We're going to make a version of the bird that faces left so it looks like it's turning when the player moves it left. Scroll to the last costume. This is probably the one where the bird is facing right. Right-click on it and select Duplicate. This creates a copy of that costume. Click on the duplicated one, and beside the editing canvas, click on the Select tool. Then go to the top of the canvas and click on the Flip Horizontal option. There you go. Now your bird has a new costume where it's facing the opposite direction. We'll use that later when the bird moves to the left. Now let's start the actual coding. Click back on the Code tab. Make sure the bird sprite is still selected. Begin with the block When Green Flag Clicked from the Events category. This tells Scratch to start the game when we click the green flag. Now let's give the bird something fun to say. From the Looks category, drag the block that says Think, for 2 seconds and place it under the green flag block. Change the text to, this butterfly looks yummy. That gives our game a playful start. Next, drag another block from Looks. Say hello for 2 seconds and place it underneath. Change the message to Use arrow keys to make me move. This gives the player clear instructions on what to do next. Now go to the Motion category and grab the block that says Go to X, Y, and place it under the Say block. Set the X to -160 and Y to 30. That moves the bird to the left-hand side of the screen every time the game starts. And if you prefer, you can just drag the bird on the stage to your desired starting spot, and Scratch will update the coordinates for you automatically. Let's also make sure the bird always starts in the correct look. From the Looks category, drag Switch Costume to and place it under the Go To block. Select the normal forward-facing costume, probably the one before the flipped one. Now we'll program the bird's movement. Let's start with moving right. From Events, drag When right arrow key pressed. Under it, from Looks, add Switch Costume to and choose the costume where the bird is facing right. Then, from Motion, drag Move 10 steps and place it next. That tells Scratch when the right arrow is pressed, face right and move right. Now let's do the same for moving left. drag in when left arrow key pressed. Under that, place Switch Costume to and choose the flipped version you made, the one that faces left. Then drag in Change X by -10 from Motion. That makes the bird go left when the player presses the left arrow. Let's finish by making the bird fly up and down too. Drag when up arrow key pressed, then under that add Change Y by 10. That makes the bird go up. For the down arrow, drag when down arrow key pressed and under that place Change Y by -10. That brings the bird down. You don't need to switch costumes for up and down unless you'd like to add more fancy poses, which you totally can if you feel creative. And just like that, you've programmed your bird to fly in all 4 directions and look the part while doing it. It starts in the right position, it gives the player instructions, and it even changes its look when flying left or right. You've done a brilliant job so far, children. Let's move on to the butterfly sprite and make the game even more exciting. Click on the butterfly sprite to select it. If you haven't added one yet, just go to the sprite library, search for butterfly, and choose your favorite. Add it to the stage and we'll begin programming. First, just like with the bird, we want the butterfly to start in the right place and look the right way every time the game begins. So from the events category, drag the block when green flag clicked and drop it into the coding area for the butterfly. This tells Scratch to set everything up when the game begins. Next, go to the motion category and find the block that says Go to X, Y. Drag it and place it under the green flag block. Let's set the X to -90 and the Y to 30. That moves the butterfly to a good starting spot on the screen. Maybe somewhere near the bird, but not too dangerously close. Haha. Of course, just like before, you can drag the butterfly on the stage to wherever you want it to appear at the beginning. Then come back and add the Go to X, Y block, and Scratch will update the coordinates automatically for you. Now we want the butterfly to begin with a specific look, the one with its wings spread wide open. Go to the Looks category and drag Switch Costume to and place it under the Go to X, Y block. From the drop-down, select the costume that shows the butterfly with its wings fully open. That sets our butterfly up beautifully. Next, let's make the butterfly come to life. We want it to keep checking all the time whether it has been caught by the bird. Not just once, not just sometimes, always. Inside the Forever block, we're going to add an If-Then block, also from the Control category. This lets us test a condition. We'll use it to ask, has the bird touched me? To set up that test, go to the Sensing category and drag the block that says Touching Sprite into the diamond-shaped space inside the If-Then block. From the drop-down, select Bird. Now Scratch will check, is the butterfly touching the bird? If yes, then it's time for the butterfly to react. Inside that If-Then block, go to the Motion category and drag the Go to Random Position block. Place it first inside the If block. This makes the butterfly jump away to a random new spot on the screen. Now go back to the Looks category and drag the block that says Switch Costume to and place it below the Random Position block. This time, choose the costume where the butterfly's legs are showing, as if it has landed or is standing still. That way, whenever the bird catches it, the butterfly reacts visually too, not just by moving. And that's it. The butterfly now starts in the right place, wears the right costume, checks constantly for contact with the bird, jumps to a random position when caught, and changes its appearance. Let's recap what you've built in this game so far. The bird can fly in all 4 directions and it faces the right way as it moves left or right. The butterfly appears with wings wide open, and when it's caught, it changes costume and flies off to a new spot. Together, this creates a simple but fun interactive game where movement and appearance work together beautifully. Fantastic work, children! You've now learned how to use motion blocks, events, control, sensing, and most importantly for today, the looks blocks. Next time, we'll learn how to add sounds to make your game even more fun. But for now, go ahead and try playing your game. Test it. See if you can catch the butterfly. And if something doesn't work the way you expect it, no worries. Just go back, check your code, and fix it. That's part of being a great programmer. Well done, and see you in the next lesson.